The night is wild with chaos as someone yells, "Runs away!" Figures are scrambling, trying to escape, leaving a trail of urgency. The chase is intense. Someone shouts, "Don't let them escape!" and the scene is packed with tension as they run for their lives. Amidst the chaos, a determined figure with short brown hair and a sharp suit is in pursuit, sword in hand, adding an edge of danger to the scene. The chase continues with a flash of steel as the sword-wielding figure gets closer, ready to strike. Then, a hand glows ominously with a red light, suggesting that some serious magic or power is about to be unleashed. A commanding voice cuts through the rain, declaring, "That's enough." The pursuit comes to an abrupt halt as authority takes over. With swords at the ready, the suited figures stand down, showing restraint amidst the pouring rain. Chasing them further will only lead to useless bloodshed, a figure in a long robe says, his presence commanding respect and attention. Introducing the Continental Fortress, Daster, a place of power and mystery where the plot thickens. With piercing red eyes and a white mane, a figure emerges, hinting at a deeper plot. His expression is calm yet intense. Right now, the ceremony takes priority, he says, shifting the focus from the chase to something far more significant. Raindrops fall quietly as the scene settles, leaving amidst a backdrop of rain and darkness, a line of indistinct figures stand with an imposing man in red robes in the forefront. The fallen hero, Kim Si-hyuk, is sprawled on the ground, bearing the marks of a brutal encounter. Blood stains the ground, highlighting the aftermath of a fierce struggle. The rain pours down relentlessly, adding a somber tone to the scene. Kim Si-hyuk's name echoes through the downpour, signifying the gravity of his fall and possibly his last moments in this grim setting. The bloodied face of Kim Si-hyuk lays motionless on the wet earth, his eyes closed, suggesting the end of a fierce battle or the beginning of an even fiercer challenge. A voice cuts through the rain, dismissing the rise of Kim Si-hyuk's nation, proclaiming its end with a note of finality. The man in red, Zhonglichi, stands grinning amidst the chaos, his features illuminated by a sinister glow as he mocks the aspirations of the fallen hero. Zhonglichi's face, adorned with a smug grin, suggests he is reveling in his perceived victory, his confidence radiating through the storm. A surge of red energy begins to emanate, hinting at Zhonglichi's immense power and his next move in this dark confrontation. Zhonglichi declares his supremacy, claiming his worthiness to stand among the gods, his figure towering over the subdued audience. An army of shadowy figures stands in unison, seemingly under Zhonglichi's command, as his sinister laugh echoes through the scene. The page is a silent prelude to Zhonglichi's next proclamation, leaving the viewer in suspense. Zhonglichi, with a tone of triumphant satisfaction, asserts that he has— Picture this: a mysterious figure, rocking some slick white hair and a killer black and red robe, is out here flexing like a boss in front of an eager audience. Crimson energy is popping off everywhere, like it's a fireworks show gone wild. As the scene intensifies, the sky is literally lit with red lightning, sparking up some serious drama. What's more, a gigantic fiery eye pops up in the chaos, like, "Hey, I see you!" Now the camera pans back to our robed friend, who seems to be addressing the crowd, maybe laying down some law or dropping a bombshell. And then, the name Zhonglichi gets thrown into the mix, making us all— Our story unfolds with a mysterious figure draped in a lavish red robe, with hair as white as freshly fallen snow. This enigmatic character stands amidst swirling shadows, ready to make a bold demand. The mysterious figure, revealing himself as Zhonglichi, the constellation of Earth, declares it's time for someone to keep their promise. His words echo with authority as he demands to ascend to godhood as the so-called creator. Zhonglichi's voice reverberates, demanding his ascension to the divine realm. His ambition seems limitless, seeking godhood with an air of destiny surrounding him. Lightning crackles and cosmic energy swirls around Zhonglichi as he raises his arms triumphantly, embracing the chaotic power of the universe. He's ready for his grand transformation. Amidst the cosmic chaos, a voice calmly responds, "All right then." It's as if the universe itself acknowledges Zhonglichi's audacious demand. A cosmic request zips through the stars. The constellation requests the creation of constellation number 274 for Earth. The celestial bureaucracy is in motion. The cosmic system begins its intricate analysis. With data streaming like shooting stars, the universe evaluates the request for the new constellation. The cosmic system reports back. The target does. The scene opens with a figure exclaiming, "What? What?" Clearly taken by surprise by an unforeseen revelation. We're introduced to a dramatic moment with blue digital displays floating around. A close-up shows the figure's hand reaching towards a holographic panel, adding an air of mystery and urgency to the scenario. The holographic display expands its search, sending out an eerie vibe as it processes information. Another holographic message delivers the chilling news. The qualified candidate for constellation status is deceased. A somber image of a young man, lifeless and marked by a bloody injury, accompanies this message. Further distressing news follows, stating that there's no longer any reason to continue the arena on Earth number 274. The figure looks on in shock. The white-haired character, with a striking red-eyed look, demands, "No, what is the meaning of this?" Sweat beads and a look of desperation mark his face, emphasizing the gravity of the situation. The arena on Earth number 274 is officially declared terminated. The message is clear and final. With the end of the Galaxy Arena, the protection rights over Earth number 274 are revoked. So, Zhongqiu, it seems you lack the qualifications. The stage is set with an intense backdrop of fiery red energy swirling around. A mysterious voice calls out, questioning Zhongqiu's worthiness. It's like a ruthless job interview where the stakes are life and death. In a flash of vivid red, an ominous eye stares out, unyielding and fierce. It's almost as if the very essence of judgment is gazing down upon Zhongqiu. No pressure, right? Amidst the crackling red energy, there seems to be a confrontation of cosmic proportions. It's like the universe itself is breathing down Zhongqiu's neck. Our white-haired character, Zhongqiu, looks back, shocked and maybe a bit terrified, as the red energy dances around him. His expression screams, "What did I get myself into? How dare you deceive me?" The mysterious voice doesn't hold back, as betrayal hangs thick in the air. Zhongqiu's past actions seem to be catching up with him. "You swore, didn't you?" More accusations fly, and Zhongqiu's hair seems to stand on end, reflecting his inner turmoil. If looks could kill, this would be the time. The scene shifts slightly, showing Zhongqiu from the back with his intricate tattoo partially visible. The mysterious voice continues with an air of resentment and disbelief. "You said if I killed Kim Si-yuk, I would ascend as a constellation." Zhongqiu's side of the story comes into play. Seems like he was promised a cosmic promotion, but instead, he's caught in a celestial HR nightmare. "Yes, I did say that." The mysterious voice admits, but there's a catch. It seems Zhongqiu's dream of ascension isn't as straightforward as he thought. "As you wished, I requested your ascension." The mysterious voice lays out the facts, but the red energy swirling around suggests there's more to the story. The scene zooms out to reveal more eyes and red energy, further complicating the atmosphere. It's like staring into the abyss, and the abyss is giving you the side eye. More red eyes, more energy, and the tension keeps building. It's an eye full of intensity, as Zhongqiu's fate hangs in the balance. It's just, you weren't qualified. The mysterious voice delivers the final blow, leaving Zhongqiu with the brutal reality that his cosmic aspirations were dashed by a lack of qualifications. Talk about a harsh performance review. The scene is ablaze with red energy, crackling and swirling around as if the very air is charged with electricity. It's a visual symphony of chaos, setting the stage for an intense showdown. The energy intensifies, almost like a wild storm refusing to settle. You can feel the tension rising as the forces clash, each trying to overpower the other. A mysterious figure with long white hair and a traditional robe gets caught in the energy's grip, letting out a pained "gwa" as they struggle against the overwhelming force. The white-haired character clutches their chest, the red energy crackling around them, causing visible pain as they shout out in agony. Another figure appears, dressed in a sharp suit, also enveloped in the same red energy. Their expression is one of fierce determination as they counter the attack. The suited character retaliates with a powerful strike, causing the energy to erupt around them. Their opponent is knocked back, but not without putting up a fight. Amidst the chaos, a voice rings out with a defiant "you bastard," showing that this battle is more than just physical, it's personal. The white-haired figure, now visibly injured, clutches their side, their robes stained with blood, yet they stand firm, refusing to back down. The energy continues to swirl, the battle far from over. The intensity is palpable, and it feels as though the very ground trembles beneath their feet. In the midst of the chaos, a voice muses, "Ah, this is truly delightful." This moment always feels new, revealing a dark enjoyment of the battle. The camera zooms in on a fiery core, pulsing with energy, like a heart beating with malevolent intent. A sinister chuckle echoes through the scene, a sound that sends chills down the spine, hinting at the dark nature of this confrontation. An ominous aura of red and black energy crackles through the darkness, suggesting something big is about to go down. Sparks fly, lighting up the void with an eerie brilliance. Cue the epic music, because things are about to get real. As the scene dims into total blackness, we get a moment of calm before the storm, like that moment before you realize you've run out of coffee at home. And bam! A dazzling blue title card lights up the screen, hinting at a story of divine proportions. The text is bold, the vibe is epic, and you just know this is going to be one heck of a ride. With a stylish introduction, complete with credits, it feels like the calm before the storm. The number 1 stands out, marking the first chapter of our adventure. The rain falls like 1,000 tiny feet tap dancing on a roof. It's dark, it's moody, and it's setting the scene for something dramatic. As the rain pours down, mysterious words cut through the air. You can almost hear the suspenseful music building up in the background. The camera pans over a rain-soaked town, looking like it's straight out of a noir film. The streets are empty, the lights flicker, and you get the feeling something's about to go down. A voice echoes through the storm, someone shouting for Kim Si-moon. Who's Kim? What's happening? The plot thickens. Enter the woman of the hour, standing in the rain like a boss. Her pose screams determination, and she's got a look that could cut through the storm. Her expression shifts to one of curiosity and maybe a hint of exasperation. What's this mysterious guy up to now? Tinkering in the rain, perhaps? She's got questions, and so do we. The scene shifts to a table cluttered with alchemical paraphernalia. It's like a wizard's workshop, complete with books and potions. Whatever's being cooked up here, it's bound to be interesting. The assortment of bottles and books hints at some serious experimentation. This isn't just kitchen chemistry. The scene opens with a cloaked figure sitting on the floor, looking like they're deep in some mysterious business. With a calm and collected vibe, they hear someone entering and acknowledging their presence with a simple, "You're here?" As the scene shifts, we see a pair of legs, hinting that the room has a new visitor. But what matters is the tension in the air, as you can almost hear a pin drop. Suddenly, a voice filled with disbelief echoes through the room. "What? The world is falling apart, and you're calmly working on this?" Seems like our mysterious figure is unfazed by whatever apocalypse is knocking at the door. The camera pans out, revealing the cloaked figure surrounded by books and alchemical tools. They respond with a nonchalant flair. What else would an alchemist do but craft? Clearly, they have their priorities straight. Zooming in on the cluttered workspace, we see more of the alchemist's environment, showcasing the dedication to their craft amidst chaos. The mysterious figure with a blurred face flips through a book, lost in deep concentration. Their calmness is met with an exasperated, "Honestly, you're unbelievable." Someone is not amused by the alchemist's zen mode. An abrupt shift in energy as a bag is thrown towards the alchemist, accompanied by a frustrated, "Enough! Here, take this." Clearly, someone is trying to get the alchemist's attention. The scene focuses on the incoming bag as it lands with a thud. The alchemist's head slightly turns, acknowledging the unexpected delivery. The alchemist finally acknowledges the bag with a curious as they examine its contents. What could be inside this mysterious package? A glimmer of light reveals a beautifully ornate vial, glowing with an otherworldly aura. The alchemist holds it up, intrigued by its presence. Finally, a voice questions, "What's going on?" As the artifact is further examined, a blue holographic display appears, detailing its significance. The holographic text reads, "A mythical artifact of..." All right, picture this. We're in a dimly lit room, and there's a red-haired woman looking all kinds of serious. She's got that "I knew it" vibe going on as she talks about a betrayal. Apparently, some dude named Zhongliqi did her brother dirty, just as she predicted. Classic backstabber move, right? Then the conversation takes a twist. She's talking to this guy, and it's all about how Siyuk, whoever that is, didn't use some opportunity. Instead, he just tossed it over to this guy, like that's, "Here, you deal with it." Now, this guy is saying something about debts being repaid. The woman is all, "Debt? What debt?" She's not letting this slide. The guy's face is still a mystery, but he's acting like he's just cleared his tab. She's standing there, hands on hips, looking at the dude like he's speaking another language. He's all, "Oh, you're still hung up on that?" Now the dude's trying to explain, saying his revenge got her brother involved somehow. She's like, "Really, bro?" The woman, looking fierce, is not having it. She's all, "That's not it." Clearly, there's more. Amidst a dimly lit room, a confident young woman stands, her words slicing through the air like a hot knife through butter. She tells a seated man that his revenge was justified, and those folks got what they deserved. Yeah, karma's a real thing. Switching gears, our philosophical heroine brings up the Continental Fortress, pointing out that his revenge and the fortress are two totally different ballgames. With a knowing sigh, she comments on how he's quite the character. It's like she's dealing with a walking, talking mystery novel. In true dramatic fashion, a sound effect takes over the screen, the universal language of suspense. Someone's hand grips a doorknob, ready to make an exit, as if the universe just gave them an urgent summons. Curiosity piqued, a voice calls out, wondering where the rush is leading this time. She, with her face obscured but determination clear, is on a mission, the goal to stir up some chaos. That's right, she's here to make waves. Our mysterious man, now standing, speaks of witnessing something phenomenal earlier. A certain Zhong Liqiu pulled off a magical stunt that left him in awe. His expression is one of shock as he hears something truly unexpected. With a dramatic flair, another mysterious announcement is brought up. Apparently, there's been a revocation of protection rights, and it seems to be a big deal. The screen flashes with an ominous message about Earth number 274 losing its protection rights after the end of the Galaxy Arena. That's some cosmic-level drama right there. A voice admits to being startled by the announcement. It seems the qualified candidate for constellations. In a dimly lit setting, the air is thick with mystery, as we hear about a noble sword saint who laid down his life for an unknown cause. Talk about dedication, right? A voice emerges, claiming, "Sorry to say, but it was mine to begin with." Ooh, someone's getting territorial. With a casual, "Oh, really? Well, I'm off then." And the atmosphere is as casual as a friend leaving a party early. As the scene transitions, a voice softly utters, "Thanks for everything." There's gratitude, but also a touch of finality. The rain begins to pour, creating a moody backdrop. You know something's about to go down when the weather gets dramatic. We then see a confident young woman striding through the rain-soaked streets, her short shorts and jacket combo screaming, "I mean business." The rain continues its relentless dance, and it's almost poetic, the way it splashes down, reflecting the emotions in the air. The downpour turns into a dark, almost hypnotic rhythm, drawing us into the depths of this unfolding drama. With a deep sigh, a voice breaks the silence, hinting at a weight that can't be easily lifted. A status window pops up detailing the character's stats. Alchemy Division, Republic of Korea, but those stats? Not exactly superhero material. As the status window lists out the stats, it seems our character is blessed with, well, let's just say they're not winning any magical marathons. We catch a glimpse of a character in a dimly lit room, face obscured but clearly deep in thought, reflecting on how everything seems to have lost its meaning. The scene opens with a mystical tablet bathed in a vibrant glow, surrounded by ethereal figures and swirling energy. The air is charged with anticipation, as the runes on the tablet begin to pulse with life. As the energy intensifies, the focus shifts to the concept of alchemy, a reminder that everything operates on the principle of equivalent exchange. This concept is the backbone of the ritual about to unfold. Now we see a lone figure, shrouded in a robe, kneeling before a massive alchemical circle that envelops the room. The figure is poised, ready to set the ritual in motion. With a decisive domope. All right, here we go. The figure initiates the ritual. The energy swirls faster, the symbols glow brighter, and the air crackles with magic. The energy reaches a fever pitch. The symbols and runes dance wildly in the air, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. The ritual is in full swing as power courses through the room. With a sudden burst, the energy seems to converge, sparking an intense reaction. The air is filled with a cacophony of noise and light, as the process reaches its climax. A cry of pain echoes through the room as the figure bears the brunt of the ritual's force. The intensity is palpable as the magic takes its toll. The figure, partially obscured, is shrouded in a blinding light. The remnants of the ritual's energy swirl around, hinting at the magnitude of power that has just been unleashed. The energy continues to surge around the figure, illuminating the room with a blinding brilliance. The force of the ritual is still palpable as the figure struggles to contain it. The scene concludes with the energy dissipating. The night is peaceful until, bam! A dazzling column of light pierces the sky, illuminating the sleepy town below. Whatever's happening, it's gotta be epic. The light grows, swallowing everything in its path. It's like someone cranked the brightness up to 11. As the blinding light fades, swirls of energy dance in the air, hinting at something extraordinary taking place. Amidst the swirling energy, something begins to take form. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation and a bit of magic. Amidst the chaos of light and energy, strange symbols or words appear, adding a dash of mystery to the mix. Floating within the vortex of energy are fragments of what could be a legendary artifact, ready to make history. A message appears, confirming the crafting of a mythical artifact. This is no ordinary day, folks. A triumphant voice echoes, "Success!" Whoever's behind this knows they just did something incredible. Meet the master of the spectacle. Our mysterious creator stands, shrouded in mystery, basking in the glow of their success. Achievement unlocked. 5,000 points and a notification of deactivation signal, the end of this particular crafting journey. Our creator stands amidst floating panels of information, looking every bit the alchemical genius they are. The completion of both mythical artifacts of alchemy earns them the title of Pioneer of Alchemy. Not just a creator, but a trailblazer. As the story unfolds, we stumble upon a moment of destiny. The air crackles with energy as a mysterious stone sits amidst shards, emanating a powerful aura. This stone, revealed to be the legendary Philosopher's Stone, promises the power to craft anything through equivalent exchange. A mythical artifact of alchemy bound to the fate of our protagonist. Our enigmatic character, with jet black hair and a determined gaze, clutches the stone with a mix of awe and anticipation. This stone is no ordinary trinket. It's a bound item, and its power demands a price. In a moment of resolve, the character pricks their finger, letting a drop of blood fall, a symbolic act that binds the stone to them. As the droplet touches the stone, the darkness around it seems to pulse and shift. The transformation begins. Amidst the swirling void, the stone glows a deep, radiant red, echoing with untold power. The atmosphere hums with magic, signaling the stone's awakening. With the final transformation, the stone becomes a gleaming, vibrant orb, its potential now fully realized. And there it is, the bounds. Amidst a swirling dark and red aura, we hear a confused "huh?" as something unexpected catches the character off guard. The mysterious red orb glows ominously in the character's hand, and it's clear that things are about to get wild. "What?" the character exclaims, their face filled with shock as the orb's power intensifies. With energy swirling around, the orb seems to embed itself into the character's chest, starting some kind of transformation. Energy continues to swirl around the chest area as the orb begins to glow even brighter. The orb takes center stage as energy crackles around it, signaling something major is about to happen. Arch! The character seems to be in pain, overwhelmed by the orb's power. Our character struggles, clutching their chest as the energy courses through them, forcing them to their knees. Amidst the chaos, an ominous red aura fills the space, signaling an impending explosion or release. A dramatic burst of energy slams against the surroundings, rocking the very foundations. As the dust settles, debris rains down, leaving only silence and the faint hoof of a character catching their breath. In the midst of a dark and foreboding setting, our protagonist finds themselves crouched on the ground, eyes wide with disbelief. A mysterious force seems to be at play, as a woman's head lies on the ground, exuding an eerie presence. The tension is palpable, as if the air itself is thick with the weight of the unknown. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The page erupts with a burst of intensity, with a stark black and white background that screams. It's as if the world itself is holding its breath, waiting for the next move. A blurred face enters the scene, heightening the mystery. Who is this enigmatic figure, and what is their connection to the unfolding events? The suspense is tangible, and one can't help but feel a chill running down their spine. A desperate cry pierces the silence, Malsuk. The name resonates with urgency and despair, suggesting a deep emotional connection. The stakes are high, and the tension is reaching a boiling point. As the dust settles, we see the woman's face, eyes wide open, yet lifeless. Her red eyes are striking, filled with a mixture of defiance and sorrow. Her presence adds layers to the enigma, leaving us with more questions than answers. A voice breaks the tension with a curious ho-ho. It's a moment that feels almost mocking, as if someone is watching from the shadows, amused by the chaos unfolding. The plot thickens as the term "the philosopher's stone" is thrown into the mix. This revelation hints at powerful alchemical forces at play and the potential for reality-bending consequences. An ominous eye, surrounded by crackling red energy, stares back at us. It's a sight both mesmerizing and terrifying, suggesting an ancient power awakening from its slumber. The next panel continues the intense energy, with the red lightning crackling and the mysterious symbols adding to the sense of foreboding. The air is charged with an electric anticipation. The voice returns, expressing disbelief at the sight before them. Even seeing it in person, it's hard to believe. Its presence is overwhelming. The enormity of the situation is almost palpable, with reality itself seeming to warp under the pressure. An intense energy emanates from the character shrouded in mystery, their figure blurred by the sheer power surrounding them. The scene crackles with vibrant energy, leaving us on the edge of our seats. The narrative takes a cosmic turn with the question, so this dimension truly has the potential to birth a constellation? This revelation hints at grander scales and celestial possibilities, expanding the scope of the mystery beyond the immediate chaos. Whoa, talk about a cosmic light show. Our hero is smack dab in the middle of a galaxy of red lightning, looking up and saying, "What?" like he just found out his favorite cereal got discontinued. Has caught in a storm of mystical energy, questioning his life choices, and then bam, the revelation hits him like a rogue wave. It's all linked to some mysterious folks from his past. Has piecing it all together, connecting the dots, and realizes it's all because of Malsuk and Sihyok. How's that for a blast from the past? Our hero is stressed, looking like he just got called on in class without doing the homework. Damn it, he thinks, wishing he wasn't magically challenged. A digital voice from the ether chimes in, announcing that the Philosopher's Stone is now his new BFF, converting his magic power into crafting power. Talk about a major stat upgrade. And there it is, folks. The universe just handed him a unique stat acquisition. What a day to be alive. Unique stat. He ponders, scratching his head. It's like getting an upgrade you didn't even know you needed. Lightning is crackling all around him, and suddenly, there's a gem in his chest, glowing like it's been to a rave. He's definitely not in Kansas anymore. The transformation is complete, and our guy is just as confused as ever, wondering what on earth or beyond just happened. Speech bubbles are blurred, leaving us in suspense. But whatever it was, it's left our hero both puzzled and a little bit awestruck. The scene crackles with tension as our main guy is deep in thought, realizing the power he holds. He can craft anything he desires. The possibilities are endless, and you can almost hear the gears turning in his head. Our hero's eyes widen with a fierce determination. He's not just daydreaming, he's got a plan, and it involves making someone pay. You can feel the energy shift as his face is set with resolve. The words hang in the air like a challenge. Right now, what I want is, it's like a cliffhanger on steroids, leaving us on the edge of our seats. Suddenly, the atmosphere changes. A wild storm of red energy swirls around, and you know things are about to get seriously epic. An eye, intense and fiery, emerges within the chaos. This isn't just any eye. It's a symbol of power, focus, and maybe a smidge of danger. With a determination that could move mountains, he declares his intent to land a blow on that bastard. This is personal, and he's ready to throw down. Kneeling, surrounded by floating debris, our hero is a figure of fierce resolve. The stage is set, the energy is palpable, and it's clear that something monumental is about. In a dramatic turn of events, our protagonist finds himself enveloped in a whirlwind of energy. He's on a mission to break free from his powerless existence. With determination in his eyes, he vows to live a life unshackled from powerlessness. The air buzzes with raw potential. The scene intensifies as a mysterious search begins, echoing with unknown symbols and a sense of urgency. The search is on for a target, utilizing the Philosopher's Stone's energy, but initially, it seems to be a wild goose chase. But wait, a target is finally locked, the elusive book of a plot twist indeed. Oops, not enough juice. The energy needed for this magical swap is lacking. Our hero is in quite the pickle. Amidst the chaos, a desperate scream pierces the scene. Our hero is in the throes of transformation. A mysterious energy barrier forms, signaling the next phase of this supernatural spectacle. The Philosopher's Stone kicks into gear, adapting and using its inner energy to continue the transformation. The suspense is palpable. As the scene draws to a close, the mystical process is still underway. In a whirlwind of energy and light, our mysterious hero is seen initiating some kind of autonomous crafting. The scene is filled with mystical vibes as blue streaks of light surround him. The focus shifts to his hand reaching out, with a red gem on his chest glowing ominously, suggesting that something epic is about to unfold. The energy swirls and intensifies, creating a dramatic scene as the crafting process seems to reach its peak. Our hero stands firm amidst the chaos, his pose screaming, "I got this!" as the power continues to surge around him. The sound effects intensify, and it feels like the climax of the crafting ritual is nigh, with energy waves rippling around him. Suddenly, a sense of foreboding creeps in as red exclamation marks appear, hinting at an unexpected twist or danger. A menacing red eye emerges from the chaos, its gaze filled with power and fury, adding a new layer of mystery and tension. The scene becomes a blur of red and black energy, as if a powerful force is being unleashed, leaving us at the edge of our seats. A blinding light washes over everything, leaving just a faint silhouette, signaling a dramatic conclusion to the crafting event. Mysterious energy crackles in the air as a powerful artifact is born, its creation causing quite the cosmic ruckus. A grand artifact has come to life, its presence so significant that even the eyes of a mysterious entity twitch in response. Who's this player Kim Si-moon, you ask? Well, everyone's attention just shifted towards him. An ominous voice declares that this can't be happening, as if the universe just broke a rule or two. Red, glaring eyes pierce through the chaos, adding a layer of intensity to the scene. Seriously, this is absurd. How could a mere human tamper with a creation deemed foolish by its own maker's offspring? Cut to a fallen figure, none other than our player Kim Si-moon, who seems to be taking an unscheduled nap amidst all this madness. Breaking news. For the first time ever, Kim Si-moon has caught the eye of a constellation. That's gotta be worth some cosmic brownie points. Ding ding. All right, folks, hold on to your hats, because things are getting cosmic. Our hero has attracted the attention of an unregistered constellation. That's right, they're now officially titled as one who draws the gaze from beyond. Fancy, huh? But wait, it's deactivated faster than you can say Starry Night due to some mysterious disappearance. In another corner of this wild universe, our guy, looking as puzzled as a cat in a dog park, is trying to wrap his head around all these notifications popping up around him. It's like he's in a sci-fi chat room, and he's got no clue what's happening. Meanwhile, somewhere in the shadows, a red-haired figure is pretty darn sure they landed a solid hit. Their eye peeks through the darkness, hinting they might just be gearing up for round 2. Intrigue and mystery linger in the air, leaving us all wondering. A beautiful day dawns with the sun shining bright, painting the sky a vibrant blue with fluffy clouds floating by. It's the perfect start for any adventure. With a dreamy sky above, we zoom in on a bustling cityscape. The buildings stand tall, whispering tales of countless lives within. The camera pans down to a window, sunlight streaming through, illuminating a modest room. It's peaceful, almost too peaceful. A soft escapes as someone wakes up, their features blurred, seemingly trying to piece together where they are. This place, the mystery thickens. Our protagonist is clearly in unfamiliar territory, and we're on the edge of our seats to figure out where this is going. The room, sparsely furnished, casts shadows as the sun continues to rise. It's quiet, too quiet. But wait, there's more. Surprise hits like a bolt of lightning. Our mystery character's eyes widen with a sudden realization. Something's definitely off. The suspense is palpable as we zoom in on those eyes full of shock. What's going on? Looks like our protagonist wakes up in his old apartment and is instantly hit with a wave of disbelief. "It's my old apartment?" he exclaims as he surveys the familiar yet unsettling scene around him. The darkness deepens as he questions his reality. Are these spots just some illusionary trick to mess with me? He wonders, feeling the tension rise. Despite the uncertainty, a chilling feeling lingers. But even so, that suffocating feeling like death he recalls, as if haunted by a past he can't escape. Memories flood back with a powerful force, that distant and overwhelming sensation. He remembers, his mind grappling with the intensity of it all. With an air of resignation, he admits, "I still can't forget it." The past grips him tightly, refusing to be dismissed. An ominous darkness prevails, leaving a sense of foreboding as the scene transitions. Suddenly, symbols begin to float in the air, glowing with an otherworldly light. As he sits up, startled by the strange symbols, they hover near him, adding to the sense of disorientation. A phone vibrates in his hand, shaking him from his thoughts. "A phone?" he questions, caught off guard by the unexpected connection. His phone screen lights up, displaying numerous missed messages, a blast from a past he abandoned. As he reflects on the chaos that consumed the world, China and the US were the only nations left standing, but even they were in anarchy. The dystopian backdrop of his life looms large. Faced with such turmoil, he recalls, "Because of that, I gave up using phones long ago." Yet here he is, with a phone in hand, thrust back into the... Waking up to a phone bombarded with 100-plus missed calls from Kim Si-hyuk and Lee Yu-jung, our protagonist is startled. It's 7:20 a.m., and the shocking realization hits him like a cold shower. It's 2030. And he wonders, did I just hop back 11 years in time? Staring out the window, he grapples with the possibility that he might have reincarnated at 28. Just when you thought Monday mornings couldn't get any weirder, a flashback interrupts his thoughts, showing a mysterious scene where the Philosopher's Stone seems to have a hand, literally, in crafting something crucial. He questions if this stone was his ticket to the past. Back to the present, he checks out his hands with a hold-up moment, noticing something's off. They just don't feel like his usual trusty pair. His gaze shifts upwards, and the unfamiliar reflection stares back at him. Even though I've gone back 11 years to when I was 28, I can't feel happy about it. A lone figure stands amidst a dark, foreboding background, hands clenched, hinting at the struggle within. Because it was the hardest time of my life, after that accident, left me powerless. An ominous fade to black, leaving us in suspense. My vision was so blurry, I had to wear glasses. All my senses felt dull and hazy. But now, our protagonist, with a blurred face but a determined stance, seems to be feeling something unusual. That suffocating sensation of being crushed by my magic incapability is completely gone. His eyes wide open, he's full of disbelief and curiosity. I need to confirm this further. Status win. Behold! A stat screen emerges from the digital ether, revealing our protagonist as an alchemist. With a magic class and a passport from the Republic of Korea, has just a level 1 newbie with a crafting power that's off the charts at 10. But wait, what's this? His unique trait is none other than the Philosopher's Stone, a divine artifact boasting over 1 million achievement points. This dude's got potential. A wild exclamation mark appears. Someone's clearly shocked, possibly by the revelation of the Philosopher's Stone. Or maybe they just realized they left the oven on. As the plot thickens, we learn about a previous unique trait, magic incapability, with a measly 6,000 achievement points. Someone's having a major glow-up. Eyebrows are raised, and questions are asked. Our protagonist is bewildered by the switcheroo from magic incapability to the Philosopher's Stone. Talk about a magical plot twist. Our hero catches a glimpse of a mysterious figure cloaked in static and shadows. What's their deal? And why do they look like they just stepped out of a glitchy video game? A shocking realization hits our protagonist like a bolt of lightning. Could the Philosopher's Stone have been embedded in his chest all along? The plot thickens. Clutching his chest, our hero experiences a dramatic anime moment. Is he having a heart attack? Or is it just the weight of newfound power? Contemplating the transformation, our protagonist wonders if some mystical binding process turned the Philosopher's Stone into a trait. Alchemy sure has its perks. With a hand over his heart, our hero stands, looking contemplative. He's probably thinking about what to have for dinner now that he's got a divine artifact inside him. With a wistful smile, he reflects on how the Philosopher's Stone has fulfilled his deepest wish. It's like finding a genie in a bottle, minus the 3-wish limit. A chuckle escapes his lips as he marvels at this unexpected turn of events. Who knew had hit the magical jackpot today? Finally, he revels in the newfound freedom from the magic incapability that once held him back. It's like ditching an old pair of shackles for a brand new pair of wings. Overwhelmed by the day's events, our hero decides he can't process all this sober. It's time for a celebratory drink. Here, we see someone strutting through their space in comfy pants, a sense of newfound freedom in their step. The frustrating magic incapability is finally gone, and everything seems different now. A quick glance at the fridge, and it's time to crack open a cold one. All their stats are back to normal, and it's like the world is full of possibilities again. With a refreshing sip, they savor the true taste of beer for what feels like the first time ever. It's a moment of pure bliss. Now, let's talk numbers. At level 1, the average stats are all 5, but our hero's got a little bit of a stat shortfall. Yet, there's a twist in the tale. Checking out the stats, agility is at 4, vitality is 5, but crafting power, a whopping 10. Whoa, hold up. Our mystery player is checking out his stats and notices that instead of magic, he's got crafting power. Talk about an unexpected twist. Whoa, what just happened? Our mystery player is in shock, questioning the swap from magic to crafting power. The system's like, surprise, your magic power just got a makeover into crafting power. Turns out, our dude just unlocked a unique stat, a feat so rare, it's like finding a unicorn at a petting zoo. Hold the phone, does this make me a unique stat holder now? Cue the epic realization moment. Our mystery guy's sitting there, looking a bit stunned, but with a hint of excitement brewing. What's running through his mind? This is epic. The stats are in, and they're mind-blowing. Our hero's getting hyped, and we're here for it. Wait, what? This dude's pulling these insane numbers at just level 1. Back in the day, unique stat holders were like finding a needle in a haystack. Our player recalls the rarity of such a feat. We see a flashback of intense battles and our main guy with a fierce opponent, hinting at some serious past life drama. Focus shifts to our protagonist's determined gaze, suggesting he's ready to embrace his unique stat and climb the ranks. And guess what? Most of these unique stat players climbed up to become high rankers. Could this be our hero's destiny? Ah, the mysteries of life. Our hero casually chats about folks like Si-hyuk and Jong Li-chu as he grips his refreshingly cold drink. With an unexpected pack, the scene transitions, leaving us wondering what's brewing. Life's unpredictability hits our protagonist square in the face. But hey, that's what makes it fun, right? Boom. Out of nowhere, our hero is staring at a whopping 12,500 achievement points. Say what? But hold up. What kind of sorcery is this? Our protagonist scratches his head, trying to figure out what's cooking. Chillin' on the floor, our hero is baffled by the sudden windfall of points, but decides to worry about it later. He's making moves now, deciding to wait for the achievement shop to open. Smart move, buddy. Curiosity gets the better of him, and he decides to check out his titles. Let's see what surprises lie ahead. Whoa, an impressive array of titles unfold before him, leaving him wondering what kind of magic he's stumbled upon. With a determined look, our protagonist delves deeper, ready to uncover more secrets. Hold up, a title granted by some distant presence and a pioneer of alchemy. This is getting juicy. What? A job-related title? The scene opens with our protagonist's face, wide-eyed and clearly gobsmacked. Has just discovered something mind-blowing. His inner monologue screams, "What the hell? A title related to my profession!" It's like finding out your job just got a superpower upgrade. The next panel continues his bewildered thoughts. And it's growth type 2, he exclaims, clearly on the edge of his seat, or rather, on the edge of having a mini heart attack. The realization hits him like a tidal wave. Clenching his fist, he remembers someone named Mal Suk, who became a top player thanks to a cheat-like title from a constellation. This revelation is like finding out your favorite game has a hidden level. He muses over getting something similar, clearly excited and a bit smug. It's like discovering you've got a golden ticket in a world full of regular chocolate bars. As he taps away on a holographic screen, he thinks, let's check out the other titles. Curiosity piqued, has like a kid in a candy store, wondering what other goodies are waiting for him. Intrigued, he wonders out loud, what other good ones might be there? He's diving into this newfound world of titles with the enthusiasm of a shopaholic at a clearance sale. One title in particular catches his eye, a title granted to someone who has drawn the gaze of a being that calls itself the Beyond. It's either a stroke of luck or the universe's way of saying, hold my beer. Sitting on the floor, he ponders, when did I get this? It's like finding a surprise gift in your mailbox and wondering if it's a blessing or a curse. As deep in thought, questioning, the gaze of the Beyond, huh? And then what even is the Beyond in the first place? A true mystery wrapped in an enigma with a probably just some passive option. Well, whatever. It's better than nothing. Our guy is stretched out, looking all comfy and content. What matters now is that my magic and capability has been cured. He's smiling, and you can tell he's feeling like $1,000,000. Might as well test it out while I'm at it. First, decompose. Amidst a dazzling backdrop of glowing equations and arcane symbols, our protagonist is deep in thought, muttering about an ignition formula. He's on the brink of something big, folks. Next, our hero is seen contemplating his work, eyes fixed on the glowing symbols. His focus is intense as he plans to reshape this formula into something magic-compatible. Now it's time to inject some crafting power. Our hero is getting serious, and the anticipation is electric. With a dramatic flourish, a surge of magic erupts from his hands. This spell is no joke. The air crackles with energy as our hero channels his crafting power. Our protagonist, looking every bit the cool magician, stands amidst swirling lights, holding a glowing magical symbol. He's clearly the star of this magical show. A close-up of his feet shows him grounded, yet surrounded by an aura of power. Whatever he's up to, it's definitely got some serious energy. With a swoosh, the magic disperses, leaving a trail of mystery. What's going on here? His hand, now devoid of its magical glow, seems to be contemplating the after-effects of the spell. An observer, with a knowing smile, seems to have expected this outcome. Whatever happened, it's right on track with their predictions. There is a discussion about the inherent limits of crafting power within the magic class. Apparently, it's not. A mysterious hand reaches into a drawer, pulling out a slender metal rod. Something's about to go down. Holding the rod, the person seems deep in thought. Alchemy requires a crafting circle, and this tool might just be the key. There is a sense of determination as the character ponders on how alchemy could change things, given that it always needs a crafting diagram. A shadowy, abstract scene unfolds, setting a mysterious tone. Something's brewing, and it's not your morning coffee. While magic loses its edge, this person realizes alchemy is the underdog gaining a huge advantage. It's like finding out your nerdy friend is secretly a superhero. Meet our main character. Well, sort of. Their face is blurred, but they sport a casual white top and jeans, getting ready to perform some alchemy. The mysterious figure gets down, rod in hand, and begins to draw something significant on the floor. It's about to get real. With a determined mindset, the person is ready to draw whatever it is they need. Alchemy isn't for the faint-hearted, folks. Suddenly, there's a twist. The character is taken aback, exclaiming, What's this? Something unexpected is unfolding. Red symbols burst into the scene surrounding the character. This isn't your average doodle session. The character is enveloped by red energy with a gem-like object on their chest. This alchemy business just escalated. Questions fill the air as the character exclaims, What? Clearly, the air is thick with tension and expletives. Our mystery unfolds with the mention of the legendary philosopher's stone. Behold, the glowing red stone, sizzling with electric energy. It's the philosopher's stone. But wait, is it really that primitive and inefficient? Our mysterious character ponders their outdated methods. Perhaps there's a better way to harness the stone's power. Chaos ensues as dark energies swirl around a shadowy figure. Who is this mysterious person caught in the maelstrom? A character with a blurred face kneels amidst swirling blue energy. Are they about to perform some great magic? The scene closes with a hand, ready to unleash something powerful. Amidst the cosmic void, a mysterious figure's face emerges, wrapped in contemplation and surrounded by ethereal particles. The figure is deep in thought, considering what they want to craft, and it seems like they're onto something big. With a decisive thought, they choose to shape their creation into a spear. The spear they're envisioning isn't just any spear, it's a legendary one, akin to what Zhonglikui wielded. The figure envisions the spear adorned with extraordinary abilities. The stronger, the better. Crafting such a powerful weapon comes with its own set of challenges and costs, and the figure is well aware. As the figure opens their eyes, determination gleams in them, ready to bear the cost of crafting. The scene shifts as energy begins to gather around the figure, focusing into their hand. In a burst of cosmic energy, the figure reaches out as if grasping the very essence of their creation. The energy climaxes, filling the space with a radiant burst of light. All right, folks, we're diving into a scene hotter than a jalapeno in the desert. Our hero is unleashing what seems like a power-packed crafting ability. Red energy is swirling around, looking like it's about to make something epic. He's giving it all he's got. His crafting power is at max level. But wait, this isn't going smoothly. The system's throwing shade, saying the crafting power is just not cutting it. Talk about a buzzkill, right? Now, despite the blurry-faced hero, we can sense the tension. The energy is crackling like fireworks at a 4th of July party. But oops, something's off, and it's not the fireworks. Suddenly, a burst of red energy erupts, like a cosmic fireworks show. This ain't just your everyday light show. Something epic is trying to happen. Our hero's legs are literally in the thick of it, with energy swirling around like an electric storm. It's like he's caught in a thunderstorm of power. Uh-oh, a big blue message pops up, and it's not a happy one. The crafting power isn't enough to meet the requirements. That's like trying to buy a Ferrari with pocket change. Another message, and it's saying the same thing. Not enough crafting juice. Our hero's back is turned, but you can almost hear him muttering, "Damn it," in frustration. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The Philosopher's Stone is in a bit of a pickle, trying to find an alternative solution. It's like watching a game of chess with a twist. Our hero is clutching his chest, looking like he just ran a marathon. His face is all about determination, even if his body's saying otherwise. Finally, the Philosopher's Stone finds a workaround. It's like finding a lifeline in a sinking ship, using the owner's remaining resources. Plot twist. The Philosopher's Stone wants 1,000 achievement points to fix its instability. That's like asking for $1 million to fix a leak. Whoa, 1,000 points for the Philosopher's Stone? Talk about a wallet buster. But then again, if it can cure my magic incapability, maybe it's worth the splurge. Our mysterious protagonist reflects on the power of the Philosopher's Stone, which not only cured his magic incapability, but also sent him back 11 years. That's like getting a super fancy time-traveling refund. Things are heating up, and our hero is feeling the pressure. Literally. He looks intense, and there's a spark in his eyes, or maybe that's just the electricity crackling around him. Imagine getting a time machine and a magic cure all in one. The Philosopher's Stone is like that epic combo meal you didn't know you needed, and it sent our guy back 11 years to boot. Despite the hefty price tag, our hero decides to place his trust in the Philosopher's Stone. After all, it's already proven its worth, so why not go all in? With a decisive yes, our hero makes his choice. The screen lights up, signaling something epic is about to go down. The deed is done. A whopping 1,000 achievement points have been consumed. That's a serious commitment to some magical shenanigans. Glorious light bathes our protagonist, and the atmosphere is electrifying, literally. It's like he's standing in the middle of a lightning storm, but he's keeping his cool. The energy continues to flow around him, as if he's embracing his inner superhero. Those blue sparks are not just for show, something big is happening. The Philosopher's Stone has stabilized from its unstable state. It's like the magic world just got a software update, and everything's running smoother than ever. Our hero, face blurred, stands tall and ready. The transformation is complete, and he's all set for whatever comes next. With newfound ease, he declares that crafting alchemy is now much simpler. It's like he just unlocked the cheat codes to magical crafting. A flick of the wrist and a confident snap of the fingers. Our protagonist stands ready to unleash some serious magic mojo. He's thinking, this time, it's gonna work for sure, right? Fingers crossed, folks. With a dramatic sound effect filling the air, anticipation builds up. But wait, what's happening? The tension is palpable as we wonder if the magic will flow. Our hero stands alone, his silhouette against a dark background, contemplating the outcome of his attempt. It's the calm before the storm, or maybe just a moment of silence for his failed magic. A sudden pop-up message shatters the silence, declaring insufficient synthesis power. Cue the facepalm. Again, he exclaims in sheer disbelief. Magic ain't easy, y'all. Boom. Our guy erupts in a fiery rage, his hair standing on end, eyes wide with fury, and he's letting out a primal yell. What the hell did I even ask for that's so demanding? Clearly, his patience is wearing thin. He scratches his head, a look of frustration etched on his face. Ugh, this is frustrating. It's a classic case of why isn't this working? Reflecting on his magical journey, he muses, even in the despair of being magic incapable, I managed to craft mythical artifacts. Ah, the good old days when magic was as easy as pie. His fist clenches in determination. And yet I can't even craft a spear with some additional abilities. The struggle is real, folks. A dramatic red aura surrounds his thoughts as he grapples with his current limitations. The magic game is tough, but our protagonist isn't giving up just yet. The Philosopher's Stone is being a total diva and demands another 500 achievement points. Our hero is flabbergasted, having already shelled out 1,000,000 points. Talk about a money pit. Faced with this unexpected demand, our hero grumbles, but eventually gives in with a resigned, fine. After all, what's another 500 points when you've already spent 1,000,000, right? With a decisive tap, he selects yes. The screen lights up with a confirmation, and his finger seals the deal. An empty white space, a moment of calm before the storm. His finger points with determination, ready to unleash whatever comes next. Darkness looms, and he silently prays, please. Our hero hopes his investment pays off, willing the universe to let this be worth it. With a burst of energy, he dramatically points forward, channeling his commitment into action. The scene electrifies with anticipation as the air crackles with potential. A serene yellow glow fills the space, a sign that something significant is about to unfold. Bright streaks of energy swirl around, igniting the scene with a blinding light. The sound effects almost leap off the page, hinting at the immense force at play. We spot a young man in the midst of this luminescent storm, seemingly commanding or confronting this raw power. His posture is tense, as if he's balancing on the edge of chaos. Sparks fly as the energy crackles, creating an intense atmosphere. The air feels alive with electricity, almost as if it has a mind of its own. The lightning continues to dance, creating an intricate tapestry of light against the dark backdrop. It's a symphony of energy and power, almost hypnotic in its beauty. A close-up reveals the young man's eye, wide open with shock or realization, as if he's just uncovered a profound secret or faced an unexpected challenge. The energy continues its relentless surge, painting the scene with vivid strokes of light. It's as if the very air is vibrating with anticipation, building up to something monumental. The energy arcs away, cutting through the atmosphere with a fierce intensity. It's a spectacle of raw power, almost too much for the senses. Outside, the scene shifts to a quiet street where two people stand, startled by a sudden crash. Their surprise is palpable, adding a touch of the unexpected to the night. They exchange confused glances, wondering what just happened. The sudden crash seems to have come out of nowhere, leaving them both a bit shaken. Back inside, the source of the crash becomes clear as we see a window shattered by the force of the energy. The glass splinters under the pressure, a testament to the power at play. Boom! The room lights up with a blinding explosion of golden electricity, illuminating everything around it. It's like a light show gone wild, and the energy is almost tangible. Our protagonist, looking a bit shell-shocked, finds himself in the middle of this electrifying spectacle, probably wondering if he accidentally signed up for a superhero gig. His wide eyes and open mouth say it all. The ground beneath him is no longer recognizable. It's been turned into a pile of rubble and debris. This electric event is no joke, folks. Somewhere in the void, a mysterious set of exclamation marks appear, as if the universe itself is surprised by what's happening. From the heavens, or maybe just the digital realm, a blue message descends. This message is no ordinary notification. The constellation XXX is observing you. Yep, our hero has caught the eye of something, or someone, beyond our comprehension. Talk about pressure. The rest of this page is an invitation for readers to commission their favorite series with a fun image of a dog in a straw hat holding a stick. It's a call for creativity and collaboration. The page is filled with announcements about recruitment for translators and editors, with an illustration of a character holding a high-tech device. There's also a list of special thanks to supporters, with colorful rank. Welcome to a world where the sky is the limit, literally. The scene opens with a grand view of the heavens, where an ancient temple stands majestically amidst fluffy clouds and rays of sunshine. It's like a scene straight out of a myth, setting the stage for some divine drama. Things take a turn towards the mysterious as we dive into a shadowy hall, illuminated by a few flickering lights. It feels like we're stepping into the secret lair of some celestial VIPs. In this mystical setting, we meet Hermes. He's got the whole mysterious look, going with a hooded cloak adorned with intricate golden designs. This celestial dude seems pretty interested in the sudden flashy arrival of Olympus lightning. But hey, Hermes isn't the only one intrigued. Athena, another celestial being, is also reacting to this celestial firework. A celestial? Seriously? Even Ares, the celestial of war, makes an appearance. That's right, folks, the big guns are out, and our protagonist is just as shocked as we are. With eyes as wide as saucers, our hero wonders aloud, why are the Celestials suddenly paying attention to me? Talk about feeling like a fish out of water. Hooded figures gather in a dimly lit room, their attention captured by something unseen. These mysterious folks seem to be in a serious huddle, plotting or pondering who knows what. The Celestials of Olympus are shocked by the traces left on you. Yep, those enigmatic traces are causing quite the celestial stir, as these divine beings are left scratching their heads. But hold up, the Celestials aren't sticking around. They quickly distance themselves from the situation, like they're dodging a cosmic bullet. In the grand halls, only 3 kings remain calmly seated, unbothered by the celestial commotion. These guys have nerves of steel, or maybe just really comfy thrones. A towering figure with flowing locks and a regal aura sits on a throne, bathed in light and mystery. This majestic being seems to be the kingpin in this celestial soap. Among the many celestial beings, Zeus, the head honcho of Olympus, has his eyes set on you. Who knew you'd catch the attention of the god of thunder himself? With a face that screams divine power, Zeus, with his electric gaze and flowing white hair, looks directly at you. Yep, that's the face of a god who's intrigued. Zeus sits majestically, his hand resting thoughtfully on his chin. He's got that. I'm interested, but I'm not going to show it too much posed down to an art. The focus shifts to Zeus' grandiose, power-packed presence as he remains seated, exuding an aura of divine authority. The scene transitions to a mysterious countdown, signaling something significant is about to unfold. Hold on to your hats, folks. A gradient of black to white sets the stage for a new scene, like the calm before the storm. Our protagonist, possibly still reeling from the divine attention, wonders aloud if his peculiar situation is because of the remnants he carries. Heavy stuff, right? Bathed in a golden glow, our protagonist appears introspective, contemplating the weight of his existence and the forces at play. As the energy crackles around him, he speculates if his enigmatic title is the reason for all the fuss. Could it be something more than just a name? The title, the one watched by the other side, is revealed, a mark of distinction or doom, bestowed upon those who catch the eye of an otherworldly entity. It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Seated in thought, our protagonist comes to terms with the fact that whether this title is a blessing or a curse, it's undeniably extraordinary. Talk about a heavy load to bear. The scene explodes with a blazing sword, wrapped in a wild dance of electricity, charging the atmosphere with intense energy and anticipation. The sword continues to be the centerpiece, radiating power like a live wire in a storm, as the environment around it is charged with mystery. Someone, in the midst of all this electrical chaos, ponders out loud, "Still, what's with all the commotion about that thing?" An intense gaze focuses on the scene, the eye of someone who seems to understand the gravity of the moment. Lightning crackles all around, as papers and debris swirl in the chaos. A lone figure stands, possibly the one destined to claim this power. The energy intensifies, the sword embedded firmly in the ground, surrounded by a maelstrom of light and force as the figure steps closer. The screen is filled with nothing but blinding lightning, an overwhelming force that seems to be building up to something monumental. A hand reaches out, a moment of decision and destiny, as the figure moves to claim the sword amidst the storm. The figure stands resolute, lightning dancing around them, as if they are one with the storm, ready to wield the power of the sword. With an intense burst of energy, a mystical weapon is being gripped firmly, sparking with electrifying power. The character's posture is brimming with determination as they channel the weapon's unique energy. Zooming in, we see the face of the determined character, eyes focused and glowing with lightning's reflection as their grip tightens on the weapon. The mysterious weapon, Asura, is revealed in a digital hologram, its name echoing with the promise of power. More details about Asura come to light, revealing it as a replica of Zeus' spear, capable of channeling lightning but not at full strength. The character, now clearly seen, is caught off guard by the weapon's identity, their expression a mix of awe and confusion. The character's mind races as they realize the gravity of holding Asura, connecting it to the famed Thunder Emperor Alexander. Lightning crackles in the background as the realization hits. This weapon once belonged to the legendary Thunder Emperor Alexander, known for his unmatched skill. The scene shifts, focusing on the crackling energy surrounding the weapon, emphasizing its formidable presence. The narrative takes a deeper dive into Alexander's legacy, his name whispered among the lightning as if he were a ghostly presence. Despite losing his faction, Alexander's legend endures, his skills as a top-level player unmatched in the annals of history. The final shot reveals the character, standing in awe before a shadowy figure of Alexander, their journey intertwined, and even though he was a combat specialist with a spear, his skills were unmatched, and his presence was electrifying. As he stood, with his spear raised high, he seemed like a force of nature, his attacks rivaling the lightning magic of top-tier mage players. And now, I've created such a weapon? He marveled at his creation, although it was just a replica. But compared to the real Asura, which could scorch everything around it just by being equipped, this replica is pitifully underwhelming. He grips the spear, acknowledging its limitations, yet aware of its potential. So, as expected, a replica is still just a replica. He sighs, knowing the difference in power. Our hero, deep in thought, ponders about Zeus, who's merely observing him for now, without offering his sponsorship. He stands in a vast, empty space, feeling the weight of Zeus' distant gaze. Well, it's not surprising. He resigns. The scene opens with our protagonist deep in thought, his intense gaze suggesting something big is brewing in his mind. He's pondering over a system message, which didn't outright deny the possibility of creating his desired item, but pointed out a lack of synthesis energy. With fingers thoughtfully poised, he reflects on the potential of creating something grand. His mind races with the possibilities, as cosmic particles float around him, hinting at his otherworldly ambitions. Our protagonist is struck by a realization. If he could meet the synthesis requirements just perfectly, he might be able to create the real Asura. This thought bubbles up excitement and anticipation. In a burst of energy and determination, he channels his power, surrounded by a dazzling display of light. The prospect of creating the real Asura seems within reach, fueled by an electric surge of resolve. As the energy swirls around him, he reflects on his life-altering journey, curing his mana deficiency and traveling back 11 years in time. It's been a wild ride, but his ambitions haven't wavered. With a sly smile, he acknowledges the power of equivalent exchange and the ability to craft mythical-grade items through alchemy. It's a powerful skill, one that could change everything. But just as he's riding high on his ideas, a sudden twist catches him off guard. The scene opens with a mystifying glow as a hand reaches out to grasp a shimmering, ethereal line. A voice echoes in disbelief. Huh? As if the universe just pulled a fast one on them. No way, my achievement points. The character gasps, clearly taken aback by the cosmic currency exchange happening right in front of their eyes. Meet our protagonist, a figure whose face is blurred but whose confusion is crystal clear. They stand amidst a cosmic light show with stars swirling around, almost like they're in a live-action sci-fi movie. Damn it, the frustration is real, folks. You can almost hear the womp-womp sound effect as they realize something's gone awry. Apparently, this isn't Monopoly money. They've just poured 500 achievement points into something. It's like realizing you spent your last dollars on a mystery box. With a facepalm of epic proportions, our hero realizes that at level 1, those 500 points are like gold dust, super valuable. Ouch! Suddenly, a change of heart. Forget what I said earlier, they declare. This ability might just be the jackpot they've been waiting for. Behold the power in the palm of their hand. The mystical swirls of energy seem to dance at their command. It's all very Doctor Strange. But wait, second thoughts creep in. I just threw away 500 achievement points. What a waste. It's like buyer's remorse, but with magical points. Enter the Philosopher's Stone, a mystical item that promises to minimize rebound. Sounds like our hero might just catch a break. What? They exclaim, eyes widening. The Philosopher's Stone returns 50 achievement points proportional to it. Wait, what? Our protagonist is floored as he realizes that the achievement points spent on synthesis have been refunded. Talk about an unexpected bonus. Now, what do you do when you're puzzled? You open up the status window, of course. That's exactly what our hero does, eager to dive into the mystery. A punch to the status window, and bam! It's time to figure out what's going on behind this digital curtain. Whoa, a whole lot of nothing on this page. It's like the calm before the storm, or maybe just a technical glitch. Introducing the Philosopher's Stone, folks. A mythical artifact of alchemy, promising absolute bonuses in all alchemy-related processes if you play by the rules of equivalent exchange. The status window is changing, and our protagonist is scratching his head, wondering what this means for his alchemical adventures. Deep in thought, our protagonist notices that the grade was previously marked as keen. Looks like there's some leveling up to do. Could this change be due to the Philosopher's Stone's binding and his regression? Our protagonist is determined to find out. All right, Philosopher's Stone, let's test out a couple of things. Our hero is ready for some alchemical experimentation. Red alert, our protagonist is enveloped in a mystical aura as he prepares to test the Philosopher's Stone. Things are heating up. If these changes occurred because of the binding, then my growth is going to be tied to it, isn't it? Our main dude is having a serious moment of introspection, trying to figure out how this binding thing is messing with his vibe. Next thing you know, boom, we're hit with some funky red symbols and electric vibes that look like a Wi-Fi password gone rogue. The air's crackling with energy, and something epic is about to unfold. Our mysterious protagonist, with a smirk that could probably melt steel, seems to have an epiphany. So that's how it is, huh? He muses, as if suddenly everything's making sense. Or maybe he's just figured out where he left his keys. Everything goes black and white, literally. It's like the world just hit pause for a dramatic effect. What's next? Who knows? As dawn breaks over a sleepy cityscape, things take a calmer turn. We shift gears to a discussion on magic, with players needing to cast spells like it's going out of style. It's a reminder that magic ain't just wand-waving, it's serious business. Even in alchemy, synthesis circles and materials are essential. Whether it's making potions or turning lead into gold, you gotta have the right. The clock ticks away, showing us a moment that seems just like any other. But for our protagonist, it's anything but ordinary. It's a countdown to destiny. As the clock strikes 5 p.m. on January 17, 2030, our protagonist's voice echoes in his mind. This exact moment is forever etched in his memory, marking the day he received his first summoning. Our character reflects on the day he was officially recognized as an arena player. But there's a twist of irony in the air, as he ponders on the coincidence of events. The tutorial summoning falls on the exact day he regressed. With a flashback, he recalls a territorial conquest match where he was severely disadvantaged. Back in the day, unable to wield mana, he faced a grim fate on the battlefield. An arrow through the head was a harsh reminder of his vulnerabilities. Now, however, a change has come over him. The fear that once gripped him is gone. With newfound confidence, he reveals the source of his courage. Alchemy is his secret weapon, ready to help him tackle whatever challenges lie ahead. Speaking of which, our mystery protagonist remembers getting a text earlier. A hand reaches for a smartphone, ready to reveal secrets of the past. The phone screen lights up, showing a call from Kim Si-hyuk. Man, that's a lot of missed calls. Seems like someone's been trying real hard to get in touch. More missed calls from Lee Yu-jung pop up. Our protagonist is holding a phone that seems to be buzzing like a beehive. Si-hyuk, even back then, you were what? A rock star? A genius? Well, we'll find out soon enough as our protagonist reminisces. Looking back now, it feels kind of embarrassing. Older brother duties and all that jazz. Seems like our guy is doing some serious self-reflection. Kim Si-hyuk made it into the Awakener Academy. LOL. Well, that sounds fancy. Big bro is just taking it all in, still holding that buzzing phone. Kim Si-hyuk hits diamond rank and gains a new trait. That's 3 traits now. But plot twist, he has no clue how to use the new one. Classic. Did you go see the sunrise? Si-hyuk's in his final year now, so it's hard to go anywhere. The phone is still buzzing, and bro's just lost in thought. Man, he sent so many messages. Big bro smiles, lost in nostalgia. Si-hyuk, you used to be such a bright kid. Makes you wonder what happened, right? A close-up on the phone. It's the protagonist's lifeline to the past. Back then, I never realized, and now we are left hanging, pondering the mysteries of time. In the dim light, our main dude is staring at his phone, probably about to drop some emotional truth bombs. But the screen's not the only thing glowing. There's a whole aura of realization around him. He's just now getting how much pain someone close was bottling up. Now, after hitting the rewind button on life, our guy is hit with a wave of understanding. He's like, oh snap, I get it now. Some deep stuff, right? Another glimpse of our mysterious protagonist, still shrouded in shadows, but you can tell he's having a moment. The weight of his thoughts is almost visible around him. Here, we see a determined face emerge from the shadows. He's not just about to sit back and watch, he's gearing up for action, eyes set on a new mission. His thoughts drift to the Galaxy Arena, a place with a purpose. It was all about raising his little bro up, making him the star of the show. But now our guy's got a new plan on his mind. With determination as his new middle name, he's ready to flip the script. Starting now, he's on a mission to change everything. No more sitting on the sidelines. Next, we get an up-close shot of those pensive eyes. It's clear he's got a lot on his mind, and it's all about fixing the past. But first things first, he's got to patch things up with his brother. Easier said than done, though. He's stuck trying to figure out the right words. Staring at his phone, he's thinking, what do I even text him? It's a classic case of writer's block, but for feelings. Our main man is up at the crack of dawn, scratching his head at the sight of the sunrise. He's got a lot to say, but where to start? The struggle is real. He's drawing a blank, feeling lost for words. It's like his brain's gone on vacation without him. He's wondering why it's so tough. Fingers tap away on a smartphone, sending a message or perhaps deleting one. The tension in the air is palpable, like something big is about to drop. The phone makes a sound, and the screen lights up. It's like when you receive a text from your crush and your heart skips a beat. A series of intense symbols flash across the screen, adding to the suspense. It's like a drum roll before the big reveal. Darkness creeps in, and we see the edge of a character's face, eyes wide with shock. A speech bubble pops up with an exclamation mark. Our character is clearly startled, probably more than when you realize you left your phone at home. A phone screen shows the time, 1640, and the name Lee Yu-jung. It's like seeing a ghost from the past, especially when your friend is supposed to be, well, not alive. The protagonist's mind races. At this point in time, Lee Yu-jung is still alive. It's like an episode of a crime show where the detective finds a crucial clue. The phone vibrates in their hand, making them jump. It's like when your alarm goes off and you're not ready to wake up. The characters' lips are pressed tight. They're trying to keep it together, but inside, they're a storm of emotions. Suddenly, the scene shifts. The protagonist sits in a dimly lit room, processing everything. It's like waking up from a wild dream. He sits on the couch, deep in thought. His posture speaks volumes. It's like he's trying to connect the dots in a puzzle. The internal voice reassures him. None of it has happened yet. It's like getting a second chance to fix a major mess up. The scene unfolds in a city bathed in a sinister red glow, power lines cutting across the sky like veins. It's the kind of setting that makes you feel like you've walked into a horror movie, and you just know something's about to go down. Our lone hero walks through the darkened streets, silhouetted against the eerie backdrop. It's almost like he's the only one left in this desolate world. Amidst a swirling void of introspection, a determined voice declares, "This time, I'll rewrite everything." The air is thick with resolve as the character prepares to change their fate. Emerging from a haze of fragmented memories, the character reflects on their miserable, powerless life, determined to alter the course of their destiny. Resolute in their mission, they vow to combat every bit of misfortune that lies ahead, hinting at a troubled past that fuels their ambition. The image reveals a silhouette of the character, their face obscured, yet their determination is palpable as they stand ready to face the challenges ahead. With a close-up of their chest, sparkling with ethereal energy, the character's resolve is visually manifested, signifying the inner power they are about to unleash. A bold statement echoes, "I'll fix it all," requesting early entry.